let's get to it. Welcome back, everybody. Alrighty. So, I have to remember, are there any No, that's not a Kanto Pokemon. That being said, I just remembered, we have a Pokedex. So, let's see. We have seen quite a few Pokemon. Alright. Bulbasaur can be found, apparently, in Pewter City. If I'm correct. Do I even have a town map? I don't. I guess, wait, isn't there a map in Pewter's in each Pokemon Center? Yeah. No, in Viridian City, we can find Bulbasaur. Okay, I'm going to take a wild stab and say that that is through fishing. I don't see any reason why not. Let's go to Viridian City and see if we can fish up a Bulbasaur, because a level 5 Bulbasaur does not sound like it would be hard to catch. It might be a little hard to weaken, though. Because as far as I'm concerned, well, actually, no, actually, Hidden Power might be enough to not kill a Bulbasaur. Let's see. Let's see what we can do, because we're not going through the forest, that's for certain. Having cut is very useful here. It is also quite possible that this Bulbasaur probably won't be able to be found through an old rod, but only one way to find out. I found a potion. That being said, is there even water here? Yep, right here. Let's see what I can find. Who knows, maybe I'll fish up something I can use. Come on, it's a pond. There surely is something in here. Try harder, dude. There we go. We fished up an Ariados. There was a spider in the water. Well, I can guarantee you for sure, you are not on my list of things I can catch. I've opened up the doors by at least 150 here. 51 technically, but I don't even know if Mew will count as as a Pokemon in the Dex. A Dodrio. Okay. Let's give it a shot. You're a Kanto Pokemon. Okay, that did... I'm at level 21. That did less than half this thing's health. We're good with this. Alright. You're at level 5. That being said, if I recall correctly, I don't even think the level means anything when it comes to catching Pokemon. It's the individual Pokemon's catch rate, plus its HP value. Those are the defining factors here, not necessarily the level. You could huck a Pokeball at something at level like 80 and probably still have the same chances at catching it. A level 80 Bulbasaur, I think, has the same catch rate as a level 5. The triple Pokemon, an odd species that is rarely found. The 3 heads respectively represent joy, sadness, and anger. What do you mean? I just fished this thing out of a pond. This thing can also learn Fly. I think it's also very vital to mention that. Can it learn Cut, though? Alright, well, let's fish again. Anything else I should know about that's in this tiny pond, aside from 3-headed birds and giant poisonous spiders? Come on. You know there's something else in here. Try harder, bud. We're not leaving until we find something else. Assuming we find something else. Nope, just another spider. Toss it back. Too small. And by the way, what's this guy doing behind the tree? You don't just sit behind a tree and not give me something, right? No, I don't think any of my Pokemon can learn Dream Eater. Not that I would really want to teach it to anybody. Also, I don't even care for Drowsy. And that's putting it nicely. Nope, another spider. Alright, I'm gonna guess that maybe Bulbasaur can't be found unless we have a better fishing rod. And to be frankly honest, I don't want to take another stab at that. Either way, we got a Dodrio, so that's fine. Yeah, I think most of that's the water route anyway. That looks like Diglett Cave to me. Or, no wait. No, that's the Safari Zone, I'm stupid. Venusaur can be found... Again, a lot of these places also have water, so I have no idea. Charmander can be found up there. Again, not sure how. You know, maybe this Pokedex is not helping me as much as I wanted it to. Because again, I don't really know what can be found in and out of the water. Alright. In that case, I think we'll just take this on the old-fashioned way. Walk around in the grass for a little bit. A Ditto! You shouldn't be that hard to catch, right? You're, well, I think you mimic... Oh, I killed you. I'm pretty sure Ditto mimics the catch rate of a Pokemon that that it transforms into. Okay, okay. This has got to be. This'll be easy. This can't be that hard to catch. Hidden Power ain't no way this is gonna kill. There we go. This will be an easy one. There's no way that this Execute won't be hard to catch. Like, come on. Easy money? Easy money. Let's go. Perfect. That's extra illegal because this thing's part psychic. You'd be legal in my Violet run, but not here. I need 4 more Pokemon. I need 4 more Kanto Pokemon. Alright, I have a better idea for you. Let's just try hucking a Pokeball at max HP value because I can't weaken you. Nope. Okay. If I'm correct, Transform copies its stats, so now it should be significantly stronger than the average level 3. So let's try using Hidden Power again. Yep, that's better. Ow. I have... Oh, right. It's also got significantly less HP than me. Because Ditto can't copy HP values. Nice. There we go. No, Ditto is not legal. In fact, I have a hard time deciphering whether or not Transform is a thing that you can use in monotype runs. Because the moment you transform into something that's not your type, you're not using your type. Even if you're on a normal mono run, is it legal? Alright. Maybe... Okay, I have an idea. Let's cut this tree down. Let's go right back up. And let's see what we can find in the forest. Surely there might be some other things in the forest that we can find. Because I don't really think we're going to make much progress on these routes anymore, because, you know, I feel like we've seen what needs to be seen. Also worth mentioning that there is the Doduo in the Diglett's Cave that we can always resort to. Isn't HM05 Flash? I really don't know what HM05 is. I think it actually might be Flash now that I really think about it. 1 is Cut, 2 is Fly, 3 is Surf, 4 is Strength, 6 is Rock Smash. Yep, it's Strength. Or, it's Flash. Right, Doggo. There is a legendary beast in this forest. Nah. I'm close to a level up, but I would rather just focus on finding some Kanto Pokemon to catch. Assuming there are any Kanto Pokemon in this forest that I can catch. Because it seems like I'm just countering a lot of Johto Pokemon right now. There's a lot of Ledian here, which suspiciously makes a lot of sense. In a forest that's supposed to be teeming with bugs, we are finding a lot of bugs. And whatever the hell this is, I'm pretty sure you're not a bug, my guy. Randomizer regions are just a bunch of very confused Pokemon, convinced that they are things that they are not. Dodrio thought it was a bird, or a fish, and it is a bird. It is forgotten that it is a bird. Okay, you know what? I found 4 Ledian. I don't feel like I want to keep looking around if I'm just going to find the same one Pokemon. Okay, this is a different story. This is Eradicate. Hidden Power seems to be pretty good on not killing things. Oh, you were really close there. Okay, but this is good. We can use this. And by use, I mean Pokedex filler. See, if this were for anything else like the EXP share, I would actively tell myself you don't need to do that because it's like a hold item. It's not a... It's important, but it's not a necessity. We probably could actually progress without Fly or Flash, now that I really think about it. But I don't know if I really want to take that shot. I probably could. It's not a necessity. Hey, a Tyrogue! You've been hiding here this whole time. Well, there's no real reason for me to own another one. Like, it's a shot at getting a Hitmonchan or a Hitmontop, and I don't need either of those when I have a Machamp and a Hitmonlee. I already have 2 mono fighting types. Ooh, an Ekans! Okay, perfect. Okay, you don't die to Hidden Power, right? Oof. I've never been so thankful for such a weak move on a level 21 before. Alright, Pokeball. You're also an Ekans, you shouldn't be that hard. First evolutions don't have high catch rates unless you're a Beldum. Or a Magby. Or an Elekid for whatever reason. See, like, having a high catch rate on a Beldum makes sense, because it's a pseudo-legendary. In fact, if I'm correct, Beldum has the lowest catch rate of any first evolution Pokemon. It's literally got it's got a catch rate on par with most legendaries at 3. It's really hard to catch. I should know, even at a paralyzed in the red Metang in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, like, almost made it go to struggle because I couldn't catch it. Alright. So, I think I'm like, what, 1 Pokemon away? Yeah. Is there, I don't think there's any water in Pewter City for me to try fishing. So let's just do the thing and go back into Diglett's cave and, like, see if we can catch Doduo. Because Doduo, it's going to be at... Oh my goodness. And now I have to look at the loading screen image for Diglett's cave again. Okay. So Doduo should not be that hard to fight and catch. You, on the other hand, are not something I can... No, you know what? Go on, do your thing. So easy. The thing is, this only really works with a Registeel at this level. If Explosion's going to be the only thing it knows, which once they reach a higher level, they're not going to be like that. Still, it might be worth looking up to see what levels they start learning other things at, so that I know when to stop thinking that, holy crap, that's a Typhlosion. At level 29? You're... Okay, you're a little strong, my guy. You know who can take you on, though? My actual team. Oh, let's go, big guy. Let's go. Mega kick. He might live this. Oh yeah, he's living. This is a fight. This is a fight. I have a hunch that whatever this thing is replacing, it's probably a Dugtrio. You are significantly higher level than anything else in this cave. I'm quite surprised that my Monotype even lived an Ember off that thing. Nope. Not what I'm looking for. And again, 10 levels lower. That's insane. Oh, I can't escape from this thing either. And that's gonna kill me. Oh, no, we're good. Okay, better idea. This thing is sitting in my bag. Let's use it. Throws the Pokeball at the Groovile, just starts playing with it, and we run away. And then it's just like, what? Dang it, it got away. I don't have any super potions left, so I'm gonna need to go and buy some of those when I'm done here. In fact, I'm all out of potions too. Okay, well, it's good to know that it's really hard for me to escape from these certain things. Aha! That's what we're looking for. Alright, so we should be good. Yeah, that's more than good. In fact, I could probably use Confusion, and it'll live. Okay, maybe not do that a second time. Perfect. Oh, come on. Okay, please don't hit 4 times again. Okay, 2 times is good. I'm doing all of this for Flash? Really? I could literally get a map up and not have to deal with this. In fact, like, I'd also have to rely on having a Pokemon that can even learn Flash. I'm still gonna do it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to stumble around in the dark. A sudden mutation? This is Gen 1 we're talking about. You're telling me that your first 151 and one of them was a mutation of all things? Damn, bro. Alright, well, Meditite's probably not going to be really smart to keep out for any reason, because she's like almost dead. Dude, I have 10. Have you gathered? Yes, I have. I want you to know, you forced me to kind of break my monotype rule here. I just caught a whole bunch of things that are not fighting types. This is all your fault. And that took pretty much the entire episode too, so let's get back. Let's switch out to Toadette, because my thighs is no longer in any sort of condition to be fighting right now. Oh my goodness, why? I don't know why I hold down like that. It's probably because I'm just expecting to go down immediately from being in the cave. I'm completely forgetting that there is another room. Yeah. I could probably take you on. Come on, flinch. Oh, just straight die. Yeah, that works too. I say die like the Pokemon are actually going down, and it's no, they're just fainting. They're not dying. Ah, yes, Flappy. I think a Headbutt takes you down. I'm going to be 100% honest. If a Headbutt takes a Groovile down, I think a Headbutt takes you down too. Yeah. Oh, that was even a crit. There was no doubt about that. Toadette kind of also needs it. We're also not encountering many Pokemon at a high level. Aside from that random Typhlosion, which I don't even know where that guy came from. We're also encountering, like, very reasonable evolutionary Pokemon here. Like, aside from the Machamp, we're not... And, like, we're either encountering a 2-stage or a 1-stage evolution that's like an Ariados or a Ledian or Eradicate, which is not that big of a deal. We're encountering... Well, Pinsir's pretty big. But we're also encountering, like, a lot of middle evolutions for early Pokemon. Or we're encountering first evolutions. So, like, this randomizer seems pretty fair at the moment. Minus the groups of legendaries that we've encountered, like the Ho-Ohs and the Dogs and the Registeels. Like, those guys are a little bit out there, I will admit. Give me my EXP. Oh, we're already at 20. Oh well, we'll get to the end. A little longer, who cares? Lock punch. Go fast. Gotta go fast. Strike quick. Nice. We're at the end of this cave anyway. Alright. So, we're gonna buy some supplies. I would very much like a few more super potions. 10 should do. And then we're gonna go and heal. And then from there, I'm gonna see what in my team can learn Flash. And I'm gonna do that through Bulbapedia because I'm not gonna put everything in my party just to find out if it can and can't learn Flash. So, I hope you guys all enjoyed. And I will see you guys in the next one where we will have a Pokemon, hopefully a Pokemon that knows Flash. I'll see you guys then.